Hello everyone, welcome to TechSwap. This is a SQL full course training. SQL session 3. My name is Anish Kumar, Java plus SQL trainer, 5 plus years of IT experience. Today's session agenda is we will talk about the SQL join, SQL constraints, what are the SQL keys, what is normalization and denormalization. This all fourth topic is basically very important for the interview perspective. Okay, in interview you will definitely get the answer related to the joint, answer related questions related to joint, question related to constraint, question related to keys. Nowadays in every interview they will ask what is normalization and denormalization in current 2025. So what is basically a SQL joint? So joint is used to combine the to basically combine the data two or more tables. Data means data in the rows. So here SQL joint is used to combine the rows from two or more tables based upon the related column. Usually use primary key and foreign key relationship. Okay. So in earlier classes, with the help of primary key and foreign key, we are basically making a relationship between the two tables. Okay. So we have different types of joint. That is a first one is inner joint, then inner joint, left joint, right joint, full joint, self joint. Okay, so what is inner joint? Inner joint basically return only the matching rows from both the table. Okay, inner joint basically return only the matching data from the both the table. Okay, the left joint will return the matching data, but all the data from left table, all the data from left table plus matching data. It will left joint return all the rows from the left table and matching row from the right table. Similarly, right table will return all the data from the right table and the matching data from the both table. Means return all the row from the right table and matching row from the left. Like full join basically return all the row from the board table plus matching data. Full join basically return all the row from the board table plus matching data. Self join is nothing but is kind of regular join, but that here the table are joined by itself. It is a different kind of join. Okay, so basically you can see from this diagram that is inner join. These are table 1, table 2. So inner joint basically return the common data between the two tables. Means common data between this is a common data. Okay, this area. So it will return common data. Means if in table 1 is you have the uh, Ram and Syam. Okay, in table 2 you have Ram, Syam, Geeta. So what is the matching data? Ram and Syam are both common. So you will get Ram and Syam. Okay. Similarly, you have right joint. So this is a right joint, one table and inner join. Okay. So right join basically return all the table like you have ID 1, 2, 3, and in table 1 you have ID 1, 2. Okay. So it will what common ID 1, 2 plus all the data from this table 1, 2, 3. Okay. Similarly, we have full join. Full join basically return all the data from both the table plus common data. Okay. And left join basically return like you have the table 1, you have the ID 1, 2, and table 2 you have ID 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what it will get, it will first return all the data plus common data. So all the data 1, 2, 3, and common data is 1, 2. Okay, so you will get 1, 2, 3. Okay, in this way you will see the output with the help of join. Okay, so that are basically join. Now let me go to the our MySQL workbench. uh, this is MySQL workbench, and I will take the example. It is table employee mark student. Let's check marks. A mark have a student ID 1, 2, 5. It has a subject. 1 minute. Let me increase the size. Okay. Now, student here student ID 1, 2, 5 in table marks. It have the subject math, science, math, and respective marks. Okay. Now I will go to student. Student ID is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is marked 1, 2, 5. And here we have 1, 2. Okay. The two tables are common. Student ID 1, 2 here also in student table. In marks table, student ID 1, 2 is the common. Okay. रोज रोज सब काम कर रहा है। अरे तेरी तो बंद कर रहा हूँ तो बंद ही नहीं। रोज और सब तो डेमो फोर ये और मुझे मतलब I want to demo for inside we have the student and marks table. We have the marks table. We have the student table. Okay, student table is student ID and name. We have 1, 2 here, and in marks table we have also student ID 1, 2. So 1, 2 is a common between the both the table. Okay. Now what? Now I will write use database that is a demo for using a shift plus arrow shift plus arrow and run. Okay. Now what I will do? First we will see the inner join. So there is a some syntax for writing the SQL query. So inner join only shows the matching record in the porter table. Okay. So we will write here select table name is student dot name. We have name. Okay. Then from marks 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 table I want subject marks dot subject. You see subject. Then marks spelling was marks marks dot marks. From marks, I have taken the subject and marks. From marks, I have taken the subject and marks. And from student, I have taken the name. Okay. So this in output, we will get these three columns. Okay. So I am taking the record from the two tables. That's why it is called a joint. Okay. And now from where? From student table, STUDE and student table, inner joint, I do inner join I join. Second table name is marks marks. So this is the syntax of writing the join. Student, this one table name is student, other table name is marks. So from the two table, what thing you want to display to write student dot name I want to display in my third table. Then similarly, I want marks dot subject I want to display. I want marks dot marks means I want to display name, subject, and marks. These are from the two tables. Okay. So that's why we have write student dot name. I will get the name from student table. Marks dot subject. I will show the subject from marks table and marks from smart table. From student one table name. You will write inner join. This types of join you are basically want to do perform operation inner join. Then second table name then on on student dot student id and marks dot student id, that is a student id is a common. So student dot stude student underscore id, because we have the student id here, student id in marks table, and student we have student id. This thing is basically common. Okay. That's why we are comparing between the two table. Okay. Then student dot student id equal to marks marks dot student student id. Okay. Now I will just run the query. Hope it will run. Okay, it has been run, and we are now getting the what we are getting. I have written here. I want name, so I am getting the name. I want subject from marks table, so I am getting the subject. I want mark from marks table, so I am getting marks. Okay. So Ram and Syam. Basically, it is returning the common data between the two tables. Why Ram and Sam? We know that we have student 1 and 2. Okay, ID student 1 and 2 present in the marks table, and same ID 1 and 2 is also present in the student table. And what is the name here? Ram and Syam. So, Ram and Sita. So that's why we are getting Ram and Sita. Okay, Ram and Sita. Okay, this is the common data we are getting. Similarly, with the help of inner join. Okay, now left join. Left join. Now let's see left join. Left join basically will show all the data from the left table plus matching record. Okay, so left table we have in left table, like we have what? We have Ram, Syams. It might the one minute. Student here. Uh, up if I will write left join. LEFT. Now just by writing left joint here, we will basically perform the left joint operation. Okay. So here left, that is a student, and student we have record 1, 2, 3, 4. Miss Ram, Syam, Sita, Mohan, Rani. This all we will basically left, when we write left joint, we will basically get all the data from the left table, that is student table. Here the student is basically left table, and right table, that is marks. We will get the common data. The common data is Ram and Syam. Okay. So let me run the output here. अरे भाई, इसकी तो my laptop is old now. Now it is for making too much trouble. Just enter. So now we are getting the common data plus the data which are present in the, that is student table. This four record plus common. This four record I am getting plus common data 1 and 2 we are getting. So this is the left joint. Similarly, you want a right joint. So just change in place of left, right, a right join, and you will get the table which all the table from the right and the common data. So I will in left, in place of left, I will write right, RIGST. So in right table, that is a marks we have, here it marks we have 1, 2, 5. Okay. And 1, 2 is basic common between the two tables. So let's see what is basically it is returned with. And 5, ID number 5 here, we can see in student ID number 5 is not present here. Okay, only it has 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and here we have 1, 2, 5. So basically what will right join basically return all the data. So from the marks table, I will get all the data 1, 2, and 5 hours. Okay. But when I will get 5, ID number 5, I will not get the name of the student which is student ID is 5, because here we do not have student ID. Okay. So let us see what we are basically getting in turn. See, we have get the common data, and ID 5 I have get, but the ID 5 the name is not present in student table, so we are getting null here. So this is the right join. Okay, this is the right join. Similarly, we have a full join. The full join basically will return all the data of left plus right join. Okay, so you can in the place of here you can write full join, or it is also known as a full outer join. Full, it is also known as a full outer joint also. Just run this. Uh, column student name is in field list. I want name, subject. Uh, I want what is I want name. I want subject. I want mark from student. Uh, student dot student is full outer. Oh, UTR. What is here? Outer is missing. Select student name, subject marks, full join on subject student error unknown column student dot name. अब ये अननोन कैसे हो गया, अभी तक तो चल रहा था। लेट मी रन अगेन। अरे तेरी mark dot subject mark dot mark from a student to join marks to join oh, sorry. So let me change full outer outer join. Okay, no problem, no problem. Not working, not working. Close this. Again, I will open my SQL workbench. So this one inside demo 4 write password Anuj then I will write from starting. Hmm. I want to use demo 4. Select run. Okay. Now I want select student student dot name. Student I have name column. Button. Student I have name student ID. Marks, run this statement. Marks, we have student ID, subject marks. Okay. So I want the student dot name, comma, marks marks dot subject, comma, marks dot marks dot marks. Okay. From student to student table, full join, full join, march, table name is marks, on student dot student dot student underscore id equal to हमें marks dot student underscore id. Okay, we have student id. Okay, marks. Okay. Select student name, marks, subject, marks, mark from student, full join, student error, unknown column, student dot name. Student dot name is unknown column. Oh, oh, I will know this. But I am not the accepted. Okay, okay. Why it is not running? I will see. No problem, no problem. Okay. Now let me move to the some other topic, that is the Okay, okay, I get the point. Okay, sorry. One point I want to note it down, the full join is basically not supported in MySQL. Okay. In place of full join, you will basically use the union operator. Okay, union operator means you can use the union operator between the two select statement. Okay. Like in the sense you can note the point. The full joint is not supported in MySQL. In place of full joint, you can use the union operator. Union operator means you can use in math, you have seen earlier what is union. Union is basically used for combining the two results. Means select uh, name, comma, salary from student table, student table. Okay. Then union. Then second statement select name, comma, something, email from another table, email table. Okay, this in this way we are basically performing a different types of union operations. Okay, so that basically I want to tell you. Okay, so that is the union operation which we are basically performing. And why it is stuck open. Now we have seen okay, we have seen the join. Now then another interview question: what are the constraints? Constraints are basically restrictions rule which we basically apply into our column table to restrict the data. Okay, means if okay, first I will try to define different. In SQL, constraints are the rules applied to a column in a table to enforce the data integrity, consistency, accuracy in the database. Okay, to ensure that only a valid data can enter into particular database. Okay, like not null. If you write not null, means then you will not keep that field empty. You have to write something. Okay, unique means if you write unique in that column, then it will only store a unique element. Duplicate element cannot be stored. Primary key is a combination of not null and unique value. Basically, when you write primary key means it should be not null and unique. Okay, uniquely identify the each rows. Okay, primary key basically uniquely identify your each rows. Foreign key create the link between the two tables, and with the help of primary and foreign key, we create the link between the two tables. Okay, the check constraints. Check constraint is basically used to specify some condition. Some condition like age should be greater than 30. Age should be greater than 18. Okay. That is a check constraint. Default. Default set the default value for a column. Means if somebody do not put any value in your field, then the default value will be put for that column. You can define what is the default value you want to put in that respective column. Okay, so let me show you how to write such thing in your value. Like you can write in this way, create table okay, then this way you can write. Now I am showing you how to use separate kind of keyword. Like you can write id in not null or primary key. Okay, in this way. Similarly, you can write unique also. Means unique contain only all the value of the columns are different. Okay, unique, both unique and primary key constraint provide the guarantee for uniqueness of the column and set of column. Primary key constraint automatically has a unique constraint. Okay, so how you will basically write in place of you can write unique in this way. In this way, not null and unique. UNIQUE. This way also you can write. Okay. And another way of writing a unique is like in this way, UNIQUE, unique, uh, unique name, where, here, and 225. In this way also you can write. Okay. This is the unique. Okay. Now foreign key. How foreign key constraint is used to prevent the action that would destroy the link between the table. Okay, foreign key is a field or a collection of field on a table that refer to a primary key on the another table. With the help of foreign key, we basically refer to the primary key on another table. The table with the foreign key is called child table, and table with the primary key is called as a reference or a parent table. The table which have a primary key is a parent table, and the table with a foreign key, that is the second table, which is called as the child table. Okay. So you generally we write ID as a primary key. Okay. And foreign key you can select anyone. Okay. There's a person ID as a primary key, and okay, the person column on other table you can write as a foreign. Okay. Now, what you can do, you can create in such a way, like like in this way, like a PRIMA, a primary key, that is uh, PERS, PERS person ID of a one table. Okay. Now, foreign key, FOREGIN, foreign key equal to PERSOIN person ID. Then reference REFERENC reference person, uh, PRSO person, then PERSON person ID. In this way, you will write primary key and foreign key. So basically, you have a one person table. Person table, you have person ID, name, age. Okay. And then you have order table, which you have order ID, order name, and this and that. Okay. So when you want to create an foreign key, so this is basically your second table. First table have the primary key person ID. Okay. So you will write primary key person ID, then foreign key equal to person ID, reference person equal to person ID. In this way, you will write primary key and foreign key. Then we have a check constraint. Check constraint basically used to limit the value of range that can be basically placed in a column. If you do not define check constraint, the column will be allowed allow only with certain value. Like you can write a check constraint like in this way. Uh, like you have an age. So age should be like check CHE check. Then bracket age. Age should be greater than 18. So in this way, you basically write the check constraint. Okay. Now you have a default constraint. So in default constraint, it used to set the default value. Means if you do not write anything, the default value will be stored. Okay. Like if you like in this way, city, city, VARCH, where 225 is the maximum value you can put. Default DEFA, you will default. If somebody do not write any city name, automatically Bhopal will be stored inside. Okay, with the default form. So these are the basically the types of constraint. Okay. Now we have SQL keys. This is also one interview question. SQL keys are used to uniquely identify the rows, means record in a table, and establish a relationship between the tables, two tables. They play a vital role in maintaining the data integrity and uniqueness in the relation table. The key constraint, we have a primary key that uniquely identify the tuples a record in the table. Foreign key used for linking between the two table. Candidate key set up column that can qualify a primary key, that is the candidate key, alternate key, all such keys which are not a Primary key are the alternate key, and composite key is the combination of the two or more unique columns. Okay, unique key ensure all the value of the columns are unique, and super key is a set of one or more keys that can uniquely identify the record. Okay, the super key is the set of one or more keys that uniquely identify the record. Here, two fields in a table. That is the keys. Okay, so these are basically interview point. You have to remember. They will ask, memorize this SQL keys. Then we have SQL command. So basically SQL command, we have seen there are five types of SQL command: DDL, that is data definition language; DML, data manipulation; DQL, data query language; DCL, data control language; and TCL, transaction control language. Okay, so, these are, they perform different types of operation. Like DDL perform drop, create, alter, and turn record. Okay, basically DDL perform, that is a here drop, drop, create, alter, turn record. Perform will be performed the data definition language, but DML is a data manipulation language. This is full form, which perform in DML. We can perform insert, update, delete. The short form you can remember as a DNO. Then DQL, that is a data query language, which perform grant and revoke. Okay, and TCL, that is a DCL, that is a data control language. The select statement come under the data control language. Then TCL, that is a transaction control language. This commit, this is basically a COMIT, commit. Commit means basically you, after committing, you will basically the record will be saved. Rollback means if that is cursor plus check, it roll back your the query if it is not saved, and save point basically for saving the record. Then we have a normalization and denormalization in our RDBMS, that is a SQL. So what is basically normalization? The process of organizing a data into database to reduce the redundancy and improve the data integrity. Means normalization is nothing but in database we create the table and it put the data inside a table, and the table are put inside some types of database. So that is nothing but a normalization. Normalization is nothing but organizing the data in table inside a database. That is a normalization. So there are different types of normalization. That is a 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, BCNF. Okay, so this different types of so we have different types of normalization. 1NF, that is the first normal form, eliminate the repeating groups. Then we have 2NF, this is the second normal form, it will eliminate the particular dependencies. Then 3NF, this is the third normal form that will eliminate the transitive dependencies. Then BCNF, that is a buoyancy code normal form, store the version of 3NF. 4NF, that is a formal norm. Fourth, normal form, eliminate the multi-value dependencies. These are the normalization basically. So what happened in 1NF, that is a first normal form. The rule is each cell must have atomic value, that is individual value. Okay, no repeated groups or arrays will be present here. Okay, that is basically come under 1NF. Then we have 2NF, that is a second normal form. The rule will be it must contain 1NF, means atomic value it should contain, and no particular dependency, means non-key attribute depend upon the entire family key. That should be the second. Okay, this is theoretical thing, you have to remember it. Okay, now the third is 3NF, that is a third normal form. The rule means it should come under the 2NF, means it should have a property of the 2NF. Then no transaction dependency exists. Okay, no key attribute should not be depend upon the any key attribute. Say PCN, that is a buoyancy or normal form. The rule is it's also come under 3NF. Then every determinant must be a candidate key. So we have seen what is candidate key, a combination of two or more column. If non-primary key attribute determine another attribute, it must be a part of the candidate key. Then fourth is called no multi-value dependency exists. Okay, use when a table has a multiple independent one to many relationship. That is a multi-value relationship. That should not be exist. So one more thing, in table we have one to one join. one to many joint, many to one joint, and many to many joint. Okay, one table, one joint, one table, two joint, from many table to many table joint, from many table to one table joint. That are the different types of joint between the tables. So what is denormalization? Denormalization is nothing but it will, we have normalized to reduce the redundancy. Now we will denormalize the redundant data will be, we will getting the redundant data. It is the process of combining the normalized table into a larger table to improve and the performance. Denormalization is used to reduce the joint for reporting and the cost of redundancy. Okay, so that is the denormalization. This is a vice versa of normalization. Like what are the difference between normalization and denormalization? You can get from this table. Okay, so remember this all the point as an interview perspective. You will definitely will ask from this topic. Okay, so go home, remember, practice the also practice the joint question. You will definitely will ask the queries related to the joint. Okay, so thank you for this session. Okay, bye bye.